Focus on me, not on Freddy's face. Hi guys, what is up and welcome to this week's video. So today is obviously a very important day because it is October 24th, which is when Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, has been released here in the UK. I am so happy today. I have been on cloud 9 today. It has been absolutely fantastic. So I thought I would give you my honest opinion of how I thought the film was. And just before I start this video, may I also say that this video will be completely spoiler free. I will not be revealing any scenes or anything like that. I will just be telling you my initial reaction of it as a whole. So I guess the big question is this film worth it? I can wholeheartedly say yes, it is. So when I went into the cinema screen this morning, I went in thinking, Sally, you've got to imagine like you have not read all of the Freddie books that you've read, that you've not seen all of the Queen documentaries that you've seen, and just go in like you don't know anything about the band. Already, since the premiere, which was yesterday, there's been so many bad reviews about Bohemian Rhapsody, and personally, as a person who loves films as a whole, I honestly don't actually listen to reviews that much because, you know, films are very subjective, films are very different. You either love a certain film or you hate a certain film. Try not to read the reviews. Now, as we all know, the film actually starts when Queen are first formed and then it ends at Live Aid, and loads of fans out there asked, was this a good decision? Why haven't they included their AIDS storyline? Why haven't they included Freddie's death? I'm actually happy that it did end where it has ended. They still touched on themes of the homosexuality story, the AIDS story, but I think Live Aid was an awesome place to stop the film. It ended the film on an emotional high rather than an emotional low, and personally, looking back at it, it makes me really proud to be a Queen fan. So proud to be a Queen fan and to have read all the books of them and listened to all their albums and been following them since I was a baby. It makes me feel, after watching Bohemian Rhapsody, that, you know, yeah, my favourite band in the entire world helped raise a lot of money for Live Aid, and they nailed that performance, a performance which has gone down in rock history. Everyone remembers that day. To end it there is also a personal note to us as fans. You don't go away from the cinema thinking, oh my god, poor Freddie, you know, it was really tragic. You go away thinking, wow, weren't they an amazing band? And I think that's the right vibe that Brian and Roger have gone with this film. Don't get me wrong, there are a few emotional bits in the film, but you don't leave the cinema feeling massively depressed. You leave the cinema thinking, my god, I wish I could have seen Freddie at Live Aid, or I wish I could have seen him live, and it just makes you think how amazing he was as a frontman. It's him being an awesome legend, the legend that he always wanted to become and that he did become. I think that they really have done an awesome job with this, and Rami Malek, hands down, they couldn't have picked someone better to play Freddie. You see comments all over the place saying, oh, I wish Sacha Baron Cohen could have played him, or that they could have changed his eye colour, or whatever. It's a film, you know, it's a film which has been dramatised to fit in the history of Queen, and to do that in a film is quite impossible without making it 9 hours long. And don't get me wrong, I wouldn't protest to a 9-hour Queen film. People who have never heard about Queen's story before, they wouldn't sit in something like that. And whereas I saw people today who had never even heard of the band Queen before, I know, ridiculous, I know, they came out of the cinema saying, wow, wasn't that good, wasn't that amazing, makes me want to go home and listen to Queen music now. That's the effect that this film should have. It shouldn't have the effect of fans saying they've done this in the wrong order, Freddie didn't have a tash during the We Will Rock You scene, you know, who cares? At the end of the day, it's a film. They're not going to get everything 100% perfect. It's a dramatisation of real life events, and yeah, maybe they could have added a few people, maybe they could have done different stories that we've heard in the past, but The themes were there, the closeness of the band was there, them as a family was there, and that's the message that Brian and Roger wanted to put across. They wanted this to be a film about family, because Queen, as well as the Queen fan base, is like a family. Friendship, family, the homosexuality, the AIDS side, going through difficulties like loneliness, all of these pressures of stardom, and even the press and how they were. And there is a brilliant scene in this film whereby you're actually shown from Freddie's point of view how the interviews for Queen went. You know, a lot of them discussed his private life, didn't discuss about the music, wanted to get more into the homosexuality side of him, whereas he just wanted to make music and talk about music. That's all he wanted to do. This film depicts that brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly, and I honestly left that cinema feeling emotionally proud that that was my hero. I could not recommend this film more. Even if you don't like Queen or you haven't heard of Queen before, just go and see this film. I think an Oscar could also be given to Gwyneth Lee, because he is uncanny to Brian May. He's such a good Brian May. He's been the most realistic yet, and I mean that right now. He is just truly awesome and quite good looking too without the wig. So if you're new to my channel, please go and check out my other Queen videos. I do nothing but Queen vlogs and Queen drum covers on here, so don't forget to click that subscribe button and that like button, and I shall see you in a video very soon. Bye!